if it were that easy, everyone would do it. I don't think I've ever read a biography, J.D. Rockefeller, Bill Gates, Snowball about Warren Buffett. I don't think I've ever read a section where they said they filed an LLC and then just hired someone to do marketing and that was it. It just doesn't exist. Like, it's not a reality.
The core question, though, is that for that CEO, founder, advisor who doesn't see themselves as the marketer, doesn't want to spend the time, they simply want to do what their superpower is, what they're great at, and they want to, hire the who to be able to do their marketing for them. How do you integrate those two things in a way that's effective?
I would first acknowledge that, of course, they're not marketers because they're financial advisors. So no financial advisor is a marketer because it's just legitimately not their job. It's not what they do. I don't want them to be marketers because a lot of the traditional marketing advice actually backfires for financial advisors. It's incredibly dangerous as there's a lot of nuance when you are in a regulated industry. Now, I don't want to give ammunition to financial advisors who believe, good, compliance is going to limit me. I don't want to do that. But it's just the fact of the matter is, when you go to Amazon and you read best-selling marketing books, a lot of the advice simply does not apply to you because it is made for industries with short sales cycles with low trust. You are in the opposite. You have a long sales cycle with extremely high trust required in order to close the deal, right? That is what you have to do. So following the marketing advice is very dangerous. What I would say is if it were that easy, everyone would do it. I don't think I've ever read a biography, J.D. Rockefeller, Bill Gates, Snowball about Warren Buffett. I don't think I've ever read a section where they said they filed an LLC and then just hired someone to do marketing and that was it. It just doesn't exist. Like, it's not a reality. Another example that I've seen with some of my Christian entrepreneur and business friends is they want to wait to have children until they're super successful. It's not reality. Like, if you go to the Forbes 400 and start looking and see when these people had children, you realize they had children long before they were super successful. They had families. They didn't build businesses and then have families. So it's just you're operating in the wrong reality, or you have faulty information. It's just legitimately not true. So I know that financial advisors who think that outsourcing everything is the way to go don't get positive outcomes most of the time. I know that, but they don't. So they believe it makes sense. Of course, if I have a leak in the ceiling and I see water coming down and hitting my desk, I don't know enough about plumbing to safely repair the situation. Of course, I'm going to outsource it. It makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you do that with marketing? But I'm just telling you, in a long sales cycle with high trust where the person is buying you, the financial advisor, and engaging in a relationship business, it just truly is different. You can outsource it, but I would say if you are going to outsource it, only hand over proven systems. Do not outsource creation because that's gambling. If you have LinkedIn posts, if you have 1,000 LinkedIn posts that are all formulaic and you got it dialed in and you know that this is what generates business, then you can get an assistant and say, please follow what I have done because you have a proven track record in doing it. Same thing with email. You can get somebody to write your emails. You can outsource it because you have a proven system. Financial advisors will think to themselves, okay, well, why can't I just hire someone who has a proven system? We'll go back to what we just talked about. The disclosure and the rapport and the trust and all the other stuff. They're not building trust. Your client's not building trust with me. Like, that's not how this works. I have to give you the tools to equip you so you are better in the discovery meeting. So you are better in prospecting and messaging and all of the other things that you are doing in your business because all of it stems from you anyway. I'm still not the biggest fan of outsourcing in general, but if you're going to outsource, I have lived this the hard way. I know this is going to get ignored by 99% of people. My life is okay. My life is pretty good. I think that this is sound advice. Outsource in your personal life first. Do not outsource in business. If you are still cooking your own meals, washing your own car, cutting your own lawn, doing your own laundry. I mean, laundry services are kind of expensive, so I get that one. Cleaning your own house, expensive in the sense that, other people have to go through your frilly things. And if you're still doing all of this stuff, you should probably get rid of that first because some of the highest leverage time you're ever going to have is time that you spend doing the things that are your superpowers. So I would do that, and I would increase or create as much margin as possible from personal to business, and then once you have created those proven systems I talked about, then you can just hand it to someone else. It's not like you're outsourcing the creativity and the building and all of those things. You're outsourcing the maintenance, the running of the thing. That's how I would approach it.